What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Once and Future Witches by Alix E Harrow. It didn't even register for me until I was like halfway through this book that this is the same author who did Spindle/Splintered, which I absolutely adored. I know she's got another one out and or coming out, so I'm very excited for that, but Once and Future Witches ticks all of my aesthetic boxes. We are in the 1800s. We are in a place called New Salem. Witching has been a practice that is long forgotten, except women still practice it sometimes, but it's not like what it was because of everything that happened with the Crucible and Old Salem and all that kind of fun stuff. So we are centered around three sisters, and I absolutely adored their story and how it unfolds. I loved that all of the sisters were very different. I loved that we were following the archetype of, maiden, mother, and crone with our sisters. I loved the magic system. It just felt very aesthetic and very on point. So I found myself just really loving the story, especially towards the end, because Agnes turned out to be one of my favorites. I really thought it was going to be Bella because she's like more of the crone type of character, and I did love Bella, but Agnes's story just really takes an interesting turn, and it had myself just on the edge of my seat as I was reading. Now, I did only give this book 4 stars, and I'm only giving it an A- because there are still some weird things in it that kind of gave me pause, and a lot of that has to do with race. There's a character named Cleo in this book, but she's the only character of color that's given any time, and that is due to the fact that the author decided to take a more realistic look at what this town would have been like in the 1800s, which I don't see the need for because she already changed a lot of the history to make a lot of the fairy tales and like old historical figures women because it's like more focused on witching. So if you're going to change that, I don't know why we had to keep this racist view with our characters. And I don't know if it would have bothered me as much if the main characters didn't also have a little bit of like a racially skewed view, but it was really weird to read for the first like half of the book. As the story goes on, it changes. I do think that the book is a little bit too long, and I do think that it's doing quite a lot of things, because in the beginning, it's very much about women's rights, which leads into like bringing back the old ways of witching and likening, women wanting power to like witchcraft and all of that, which was interesting. But then in the second half of the book, it's more straight like fairy tale wicked witch type of vibes. So it felt like it was doing kind of two things at once. I definitely liked the last half of the book more than I liked the first half, just because it felt more like I know what I'm doing, this is a story I'm telling. Whereas in the first half, like I said, there was some rewritten history with making women more prominent, so I don't understand why we still had to have a lot of like racially charged scenes and moments and like racial things that our main characters were thinking about in their dialogue within the story. Because of that, not positive if I would like highly recommend it. I enjoyed it for like the witchy vibes and that kind of thing. I do like Alix E Harrow. Does she have her faults with writing? Yes, 100%. After reading Spindle/Splintered, it kind of took me off guard, like the way that she was presenting that, and then the way she was also presenting a lesbian relationship as well, which I liked, but at the same time, it felt very old school risque, which I could tell she was trying to be like, oh, well, we're in the 1800s in Old Salem. Like, that's how it would have been. But you were already changing history anyway, so why couldn't it was a little much. It was just a little much for me. So, like, if you're going in, like, for vibes and a good time, like, you are going to get that in the last half of the book. But the beginning is going to be a little rocky and a little strange with where is our political footing. So, like I said, I am giving this book an A-, almost a B+, but those vibes do bring it back up for me. So if you check it out, I would love to know your thoughts as well. And I am interested to see where she goes from here. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below. And don't forget to subscribe to Talk Books with me every week. That's everything I got for today. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.